Sorry, Gary, didn't mean to whack you on my way through.
Didn't you already give me? You only needed 2.
That's the 3.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I get yelled at.
The Jackrabbits will be leading off, and the visitors in the 5:30 game. And the next pitch, Joe hits that one to the right side, and it's going to drop in. Joe safely at first on a 57-mile-an-hour pitch. .27 on the mound there for the Wolves. I think it's going to work here, yeah. I just got to get the next pitch. 57 to Jorge. Strike. And 2 balls and 1 strike now. Jorge takes strike 2 on the outside corner. And pitcher set, taking time. And he throws that ball low and away. So now we got a full count to Jorge.
3-2.
Jorge swinging the high fire, hoping to do something here to drive in through the right side. And that ball gets away from the second baseman. And that'll leave us runners on first and second with nobody down. Teddy now with runners at second and third. And he'll take that 62-mile-an-hour pitch high. Important the Jackrabbits get some runs here early.
Oh, Aaron, nobody better, kid. Nobody better.
Strike at both. So, and we go. And outside with that pitch for ball 4. So Ricardo. So Isai squaring up about even with the base. Now he's stepping back in the box. And behind on that one, off to the right side. Isai with the bat back and ready. Swing and a miss. 27 blows it right past Isai for strike 2. And Jackrabbits with bases loaded here, top of the first. That ball bounces in. So the Wolves will come up in the bottom of the first here with the Jackrabbits. Ricardo at short. Behind the plate we have Kieran, and in left we've got Joe. In center we've got Jack, and in right we've got Teddy. Gianni will be on the bench for the first inning. And that'll be our 10. And the ball's in and coming. And the ball's in and coming down. Beautiful. So we like to see him remember how to play the game. That's excellent. And 56, that ball's outside. So the Wolves batter swinging, number 28, swinging that Miami Vice bat that was all the rage on the Jackrabbits last season until Jorge broke it. But it has a lot of pop in it, so look for that ball's popped to the right side. Now it's 3-0. Yeah, yeah, good ball. Better output. So run did score on a double. So a walk, a couple stolen bases, and a double. And there's a ground ball right to Aaron at second. He picks up and throws it to first to Jabrell, and that ends the inning. But not before the Colorado Wolves put one across. And I had tons of technical problems. So let me see if we're even streaming right now. Let's see what is happening. What's happening? We got the right scoreboard, we got the right people in the field, and I've got the wrong stuff happening here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back on the same feed, looks like. Whatever didn't work is working now, so so hopefully folks have refreshed their YouTube. And in steps Jack. Jack, our sole left-hander, of course. We'll be seeing number 27, who loaded the bases in the first inning but did not. So good pitching from 27. That one was a 59-mile-an-hour fastball. And Jabrell will be on deck with, I believe, Kieran in the hole. And Jabrell then Kieran, yeah. Jabrell on deck, Kieran in the hole. Jack to bat. And that 59-mile-an-hour pitch is high and away. So we took the quality down a little bit. That should have an impact a little bit on the stream, and hopefully it'll be more stable today. Verizon's failing us here. Not as good as we want. Big dark rain cloud coming out over the field right now. It only rains in Parker apparently. This happened to us last time we were here. It was only rain here. Jack, and he hangs a curveball right down the first base line though. Great play by number 10 to pick that up. Jabrell steps out, gathers itself, 27, ready to go. Swing and a miss, a 58, bag down the middle. Get
your grip before you step in the box.
And the next pitch is high. So we got a 2-2 count now to Jabrell. Frozen again. Now Jabrell in for the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 8-mile-an-hour pitch. So that's 2. And Kieran will step in. And Kieran now would love to see one of those hanging curveballs. He would crush it a mile into the outfield here. But he gets started off with a 60-mile-an-hour fastball high. And just a reminder about these fields, they're all turf. We aren't on the horrible 58 on the outside corner, which is turf and where the pitcher has to pitch uphill and the whole field slopes away from the plate. This one, the field is much flatter. And there's a shot up the middle. Right up the middle. There we go. It looked like it may have taken a bit of the right leg of the pitcher on the way through, but he looks like he's fine. So a really solid stroke from Kieran. So Kieran with some wheels now on first. Let him go. He's a very waiting on that hanging curve. 300 feet to the fences here. And we know Gianni can hit that far at least. Swing and a miss, but he's way behind on that one. And Kieran's still at first. The 27 works very quickly, hardly giving the base runner time to get a lead. And we'll get a throw down to first. And it is not in time to get Kieran. So Gianni. That ball is strike 3. That ends the inning. So nice 52-mile-an-hour curveball there. Kieran's stolen base won't count as the out was made prior to him getting safely to second. So that's it. Jackrabbits go down quietly with just a single and a man left on base. No runs. And that will be, we'll see Isai take the field now, or take the mound now as we may have some defensive replacements here with Gianni now here to play third. And I'll let you know when I come back. I'm going to eat a burrito real quick. And that'll be it. Ball's in, coming down. We've already thrown that. And we've got, I think this is the first baseman for the Wolves, number 10, who made that nice play on Jack's grounder. He'll step in, take these pitches from Isai. So let's see if the Jackrabbits can play defense as they know they need to play. I will say through one, anyway, this does not look like a regular Wednesday night 5:30 game. And that ball is corked into right center field. Jack's going to get underneath it. Jack stops it. He's going to be able to keep him to a single. So that was a nice play. Teddy didn't go for that ball, so if that had gotten past Jack, he's already come up from center, goes and picks that ball up, and we'll see if there's a play at third. And there will not be, and the runner will score. More or less. And there's a third hit, more or less on the same spot, to Jack in center, who's getting a lot of action there. So, 3 batters, all of them with plenty of pop into right center. And we'll see if this lefty follows with his teammates and will hit into left center, because they're all a little behind east side. The runner on first is definitely going. And hit the number 11. So that will be not a stolen base, but instead a hit by pitch. And the runner will be forced to second. In will step another lefty, number 4 for the Wolves, wearing number 10's hat. Just a heads up to number 4's mom and dad. If number 10 has a scratchy head later, that's because he's got the wrong helmet on. And there's a nice ground ball over to first, but no one covering. And not sure what you could have done there. Maybe wait and let the second baseman get that, but nice infield hit. And that'll have the bases loaded now for the Jackrabbits. Now this looks like Wednesday baseball, I agree. The ball's high. Isai will come off the wind-up here. And that ball's fouled straight back. I could have caught it, but I didn't. We got 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, bases loaded. Couple of runs in and nobody down. Next pitch. And that ball is hit into right field, right in front of Teddy. He's going to drop the ball. Everybody's going to go 80 feet on a nice stroke by the Wolves batter there. And number 22 will step in now. So a series of lefties for the Wolves. So number 22 way up in the box here with his front foot chalk. I'm sorry, I lost my home camera, which has my audio on it. No, don't throw it. And we've got now runners at second and third on a double to right center. So Jackrabbits defense not learning anything about where every ball is going. They're all elevated and to the right side and right center. And we get 6-0. So the Wolves just pile it on here with runners on second and third. Still nobody down. That was a nice strike, 52-mile-an-hour pitch, number 28 from the Wolves. So Eastside doing what he needs to be doing, throwing strikes and pitching to contact, but the Wolves doing what they need to be doing, which is hitting the ball where we aren't. And that ball is high and inside. 28 ducks out of the way for ball 1. Next pitch from the windup from Isai. And that ball is 56 miles an hour, but outside for ball 2. Good stop by Kieran to make sure the ball doesn't go anywhere. We have a turf field plus pretty, I don't know, that'd be not knee-high concrete ground. So any ball that gets past the catcher is going to skip wherever it wants for as long as it wants. Hey, there's a ball in right center. Tell me if you've seen this before. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Number 28's fleet of foot. He is at second already. He is going to be maybe at third. No, he decided to pull up at second. Probably could have got a triple out of that, but ends up with a solid double and a ball that hits to right center. So we still have nobody down and just a series of fly balls and line drives to right center. And we're going to get a timeout from coach. Maybe an option here to work with Eastside. Sorry for the all the technical difficulties. I'm not sure what happened with our internet, but it certainly was struggling there for a while. Looks like by turning down the quality of the stream, we're going to be of the ump. We took a ball right off the turf, so of course took exactly 0 of the force out of the ball, and it went up underneath the throat guard of the ump there. So he grabbing the chin, massaging it. Now he's got a smile on his face, and of course the catcher and the pitcher having a conversation simply to give the umpire some time. We get a thumbs up request from Kieran. We get a response from the ump in the affirmative, and we're ready now for the next pitch. So this Wolves player, big believer in high socks. And so coach definitely told Eastside to throw the ball lower, but he's unfortunately thrown the ball lower now for 2 consecutive pitches in the dirt. So, and they bounced away from Kieran. Well, one bounced off the ump and then one bounced away from Kieran, which allowed the runner to get to third. And that is inside 43, curveball that didn't really curve. So now Eastside way behind, 3-0. Nobody down and a runner on third. Jorge holding him on. But Eastside coming off the windup means he can't possibly throw to third without it being a balk. There was a nice strike. Everybody knew it, including number 2, who probably had the don't swing sign. So I do want to give props to number 2, who's got the big tall socks and the little knicker pants. I like that look. That ball is ball 4. And in steps number 27 now. 27 has got the pants all the way down to the tops of his. Hello, hello. Brandon checking in, giving his son some encouragement from behind. Stepping in. And in steps the batter now. Eastside looking at the runner at first, but he's going. Swing and a foul ball. 27's now in a hole, 0-2. So someone is definitely not getting the sign, or the Wolves are playing a very different style of baseball than I've ever seen. But swinging and potentially popping up, and like they could have a hit and run on, but it would be not the place you would normally call for a hit and run. Could also be they're trying to get Eastside to balk and move the runner from third home. Ooh, there's a curveball that did not curve. Hits 27 right in the tailbone. He's shaking it off. It's also taking a little bit of time to run down to first. I don't blame him. If we had dirt on this field, we'd rub a little dirt on it, but it's a turf field, so you can't do that. You could rub, what are those, like rubber pellets? Just doesn't have the same ring to it. Now base is loaded for in steps the Wolves batter. There's a nice strike. Ringing up 56 on the gun. So I don't know if that was an intentional off-speed pitch or if Eastside is just slowing it down to get more strikes. Each of the runners with a significant lead. And that ball's inside. It's 1-1 and still nobody down. That ball bounces. Kieran with a great kind of circus catch on the bounce there. Really hard to get yourself sorted on these bounces off the turf, as they don't absorb any energy. So the bounce is really high. And there's a nice ground ball to second. We get a 2 and 1. And he's safe at first, I think. But we'll get the force at second for the first out of the inning. So we'll take it. That was a nice low fastball for the ground ball. Number 10 will step back in. I believe he led off the inning, so that's correct. The Wolves have then batted around. They have added 8 runs this inning. So yeah, they almost certainly bat around if they added 8 runs this inning. So I believe he led off with a double to right center. Hopefully the outfield learned something. So number 10 asked for time. Ump didn't give it, and Isai gave it, and as such that was a balk because he came home but didn't throw. So so the field ump just confirming that what had happened. So the ump. So there you got a. All right. And Isai is going to come off the windup. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to realize there's a runner on second. And Isai, we're waiting on a pitch here, pitch call, I think. Okay, and here it is. Isai now is going off the rubber, or sorry, the stretch on the rubber, and the runner goes. And there's no throw, or there's a throw to third, but it's not in time. And so now we got runner on third and only one down. The 1-0 count? 0-1. Swing and a miss. Number 10 wanted to replicate what he did last time, knocking himself on the head for swinging at that. That's that's awesome. He recognizes that one was probably not his pitch. You like a good self-aware batter. Isai off the windup now. Puts that one in the dirt. And the runner comes down but doesn't come all the way down, turns back around after the ball hits off the concrete and bounces back to Kieran. It's going to be tough. The ball's going to have to skedaddle up a line for the runner from third to get in because there is that kind of knee-high concrete wall behind home plate. Isai, a big smile on his face out there. You can't really see it, but I don't know if he's having a laugh or what. That ball's popped straight up. Ricardo comes down with it. And that's 2 down. And so the runner on third did not advance on that infield pop-up. And from the windup, Isai is going to throw his first pitch here to number 0, who fouls it straight back for strike 1. So Isai has done what he needs to do as a pitcher, an innings eater pitcher, if you will. So Isai in the driver's seat here. He can and he throws a 46-mile-an-hour ball 1. So 0 on them. Short to first. Detected. That And we're back. Teddy takes ball 1. Jorge, nice solid hit up the middle, but 22. The pitcher put a glove on it for a simple 1-3 put out. So 2 down for the Jackrabbits. Joe with a line out. Teddy hit that ball into center field. Center fielder underneath it, and he's going to come down with it for a 1-2-3 inning. So great swing. Ball goes right to the center fielder, and that finishes the top of the 3rd. So everybody put the bat on the ball. They hit him right. You a good man. Thank you. Eugene doing me a solid. He hit me a new viewer and subscriber. If you're the person who just tuned in and just talked to Eugene on our team, well, welcome. All right, we go to the top of the 3rd. We'll have Isai back on the mound, and we will have his partner, Kieran, behind the plate. Gianni will be at 3rd, Jorge at short, Ricardo at 2nd, and Jabril definitely earned that spot at 1st with that dig out at the end of last inning. Aaron will then slide into right. Joe in center. Yep, that's Joe in center, and Teddy in left. So that will put Jack on the bench for this inning. And we'll see if the Jackrabbits can be a little bit quicker with their defense here, and we can get back up to bat. So. So shout out to my daughter's 9U soccer team, the Turtles, who are finishing out their season today, midweek rescheduled game because of the weather, and who were 2-0 at halftime, and she'd scored a goal. So very, very pleased with that. So shout out to the Turtles. Here in this game, the Wolves taking it to the Jackrabbits pretty extensively with a 10-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd. Kieran calling the pitch. And that ball's high. Ball 1. And number 33 wearing a sweatshirt here, the only Wolf wearing one. But I don't blame him. It's plenty cold out, and it's only getting colder. Did I bring a blanket? Did I learn a lesson at all from these Wednesday night games? No, I did not. And there's a fly ball to the right, and nice 3-1 put out. Pick up by Jabril at first, who then flipped it over to Isai. And these boys pretty pleased with themselves on that first batter out. So that was nice. And in steps number 11, a lefty. This starts a parade of lefties for the Wolves. So let's see how the Jackrabbits do with their defense. Seeing a couple of left-handers. Swing and a miss. 48-mile-an-hour pitch there. Interesting. I'm going to show you this. Jabril way out on the outfield grass there. I mean, the bases are almost to the grass, but you can see he's kind of playing himself quite a ways back. And Isai with that pitch fooling everybody because I wasn't anywhere close to anything. At the risk of totally messing everything up. I need a battery. Yeah, but then, yeah, this will work. And ball 2. Where's the... Next pitch. Isai waiting on the mound here a little bit for the sign. Here it comes. That ball's high and away. Ball 3. And swing and a miss. Huh. Not working. Next pitch is attempted a curveball, but high and away. Ball 4. Runner takes first. So now we'll have a runner on first. And number 4 steps in. Another lefty. And foul ball. That one's going to go back into the parking lot. And a Wolf quickly out of the dugout to go grab it. So we'll run her on first and 1 down. Runner at first taking a huge lead. And off the windup, that's a gimme base because when you go off the windup like that, there's no way to make a throw to first without there being a balk. So good heads up running by the Wolf runner there. Guess we're just going to give up the bases now. Oh no, here we go. Isai's now got on the rubber there. So that may be meant to lapse by it. Then a shot to Jabrell. Oh, and we got potentially a runner at third here. So Jabrell probably should have run that over. It was a tough call, made some flip to Isai, and as such we don't get the out, giving us runners on the corners. So in steps number 13 now. The second one to Donna Sweatshirt as the temperature drops here. We have an attempted bunt, but pulls it back as a high pitch. So that's ball 1, and the runner will take second. So second and third now with 1 down. Isai at this point doing a little bit better than last inning, inducing more weak contact on the pitches, such as that. And they go to first for the first out, or second out of the inning, and a runner does score, moves that runner to third as well. So not a lot of communication there about whether they should go home and get the tag or they should get the force. So Isai taking the easy out, giving up the run, and that puts 11 across the plate for the Wolves today. But again, 3 weak contact pitches here from Isai in this inning. So much, much better than the second inning when the Wolves were hitting everything like a bullet into the outfield. And there's a shot down the first base line. And that will plate 1. And the ball, skips away, but we have a little backup there. And we got a little bit of a hobbling from our second baseman there, who almost certainly has some road rash.
Hold him on first.
And we have a step off there. We took too long to get a call in. We were working to get everybody in the right fielding position. Jabrell's still working off that raspberry because he's sliding on plastic carpet, not a real dirt. That ball is a strike on the inside corner. Squirts away from Kieran, but he picks it up. No movement from the runner on first. And 22 with a giant lead over at first. Isai hasn't thrown over all day. Love to see that because they'd get him by a mile. They do not. Foul ball. And runner goes nowhere, of course, on a foul. So now Isai in control with 2 strikes. And next pitch is in the dirt. Oh! It hits the umpire in a spot. You're gonna need some time there. He's gonna be fine. But that's all right. Yep. Yeah, that was, yeah. Yeah, that didn't feel good. All right, I'm saying let's go, fellas. So he's saying he's okay. No, that was the ump. It wasn't the catcher. No. All right, number 22 now will get back in with the runner on second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball's popped into right field. And Joe will drop underneath in front of him, and they'll allow a runner to score. And a play at second. He's in there safely. So there was nobody really making a play for that ball. That was Joe. That was Joe making a Jack impersonation, but falling a little short of that fly ball. So Joe learning a new position there in the outfield and didn't quite get the jump on it, but a good swing nonetheless by number, was it 22, I believe. In steps a righty here for the Wolves, swinging a DeMarini, and he swings that ball and hits it straight up to the left side. And Jorge comes down with it after yelling, I got it, for the 3rd out of the inning. So they scored 3 more, 13-0. So the Jackrabbits are going to definitely need to score some runs here as we go to the top of the 4th. If I remember correctly, it's 20 after 2, 15 after 3, 10 after 4. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the, if we don't score at least 4 runs, this will end the first game, the 5:30 game, in an hour. Wow. What's weird is we haven't really sucked. Usually we stink in this game. Like, it's usually our fault, but the Wolves have just taken it to us on this one. Anyway, we shall see. I'm counting the Jackrabbits dead before they need to be, so that's not fair to them. We go now here to the top of the 4th, and we'll have who we got? Aaron. We're gonna have Aaron, Ricardo, and Isai up. So that'll be, gentlemen. Just a shout out before we finish up the first game here. Shout out to Coach Nick, who took a flyer on the Rockies going to the World Series at 2,500 to 1. I openly mocked him in public conversation. Now the Rockies have gone and won 7 in a row. As such, I'm far from eating crow, but I am fully on notice that crow is possible as a future menu item for me. So, and congrats to the Rockies after having a horrible April and a pretty poor start to May. They've ripped off 7 in a row, and that's not to be discounted for good baseball. So, speaking of good baseball, folks want to watch good baseball. I cannot recommend enough getting yourself to watch some college baseball this weekend. It is the final weekend of regular season for most college teams. The following week, they'll have their conference tournament. And before you know it, we'll be on the College World Series, and I'll be bringing that to you. But some excellent SEC games. My Nebraska, Go Big Red. They will be playing for first place in the Big Ten, and will be, but have to travel, and so they need to win 2 of 3 on the way home. So away from home, excuse me. So turn that in. Find it on ESPN Plus. Find it on Big Ten channel, SEC network, and it's going to be good baseball this weekend, starting as early as Thursday. Aaron now will take a 38-mile-an-hour looper in for ball 1. And these Wolves pitchers work quickly. It's definitely messing with the timing of our batters. Aaron, though, gets a nice smoke on that one, and ball into right field for a single for Aaron. That's true. That's all we got to do. Just don't. Excellent analysis from the audience here. Don't hit the ball directly at the opposing players. That's the new strategy. Do not hit the ball directly at the opposing players, and that should score some runs. So Ricardo steps in. He walked on 4 straight pitches last time, and he's going to take a 41-mile-an-hour curve ball. Isai in the... No, it was a strike, but Isai. And we have a balk called, and Aaron will go to second. Is Isai next?
Yes.
1-6. Put it in play, bud. Put it in play.
Hey, you're not four.
Play. Come on, 1-6. You got it.
I lost my home plate camera. Sorry, I don't have the audio feed.
Hey, you gotta be protecting that plate each time.
1-6. There you go. There you go. Hey, we're hitting. We're hitting, Jack. Come on, go, Jack. That's going back to the strategy. I get it.
Come on, Jack. Line drive. Let's go. Line drive. Let's go.
We need 6. You go 6. Have some fun, kid. Joy 300, hit it over.
There we go. All right, we are back. So Jack at bat, runner on third. We did have a nice
Bring that out.
swing by, was it Isai was up last? But it was a line drive right at the second baseman, so we're following, fortunately hitting right at the batters, or right at the players. Then we got the runner on third. And we got a timeout and a little bit of a rain patter falling. I did not bring a tent or anything. Swing and a miss.
Got it.
That one definitely was not 43 miles an hour.
Ball.
Ugh. Oh, do you have one? And a foul ball down the first base line. I can sit closer. Right? Yep, exactly. Well, I think so, yeah. And we're scrambling here to get our stuff underneath the umbrella. And Jack way ahead on that change up. Sorry about that. Let's see how we got. We're going to figure out. All right. So we got a full count to Jack. I'm more worried about the electronics than I am me. And oh, I take that. Now we got a full count. My bad.
No, we got 2 strikes.
We do definitely have 2 strikes, so we have 2 foul balls, but I think it's 3-2. And runner on third. And Jack, who hits the ball right at the first baseman, who makes a nice grab. And we're really failing on that. That's 2 down, right, 2 line drives right to the right side infielders. And we're failing at the one thing that the audience all agreed on. We should stop hitting it where they're at and start hitting them where they're not. We have a timeout from the third baseman. He wants to call a play to.
We got a tip for you. We got a tip for you, okay? See that ball. That's all you got to do. See the ball, kid.
And with 2 down here, Jabril will not be bunting, unlikely to be bunting. Let's see if we get swing and a miss.
traffic.
53-mile-an-hour curveball there. Jabril way out in front. Jabril's had a frustrating season, I think, in the batter's box this year. When he's made contact, the ball's gone a long way, but when he swings and misses at pitches like that, not much you can do with it. And so,
Oh, make something happen, kid.
with 2 down and 1 run across, it feels to me like this, good eye. Jabril has to get on, otherwise we're going to get run ruled. So really, really important he gets
You want to hit it at? Let that ball travel.
he gets the pitch he wants and does with it what he wants and doesn't go chasing. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
It's all good.
And that is a 12 run after 4. Is that enough, or do we go?
Ball game.
And that is ball game. So 12 after 4, because it's 10 after 4. So that will end it. The Jackrabbits are going to notch up a loss here in the 5:30 game. But look for us to be back probably in no less than 10 minutes for the 7:30 game, which will definitely start early. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know we're coming. And we'll be back in about, my guess is, 10 minutes or so.
15 minutes, we're going to start again.
Oh, 15 minutes. We're going to play in 15 minutes, so we'll see you back here at